Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's our finals of doubles cricket in the open steel tip division. We have Glenn Richard and Ricky Allred taking on Ethan Verya and Jon Foreman. So this should be a fantastic match. It's a rematch of our king seat matchup. Ricky and Glenn having to play in that third place match. They bested Donnie Ram and Leonard Gates in that one. So they are sitting here and have advanced. Jon Foreman and Ethan are your king seat holders. This is a double dip format, a double elimination format, I should say. So a little bit different than the normal steel tip single elimination style. So Jon and Ethan will have to be double dipped in order to lose this final. So we wanted to go ahead and say that one, as Glenn and Ricky are going to have to win 6 legs to win this final. And by 6 legs, I mean that first to 3 and then another first to 3. So that would probably been a little confusing, but there you go. Ricky's going to have to go for the 17s here, try to open up those. Ball's below that triple bed and unfortunately outside, so just a single mark. Foreman will be all over the 17s, I assume. We want to thank you for joining us here on USA Darts and our coverage of the ADA National Championships from Dallas, Texas. Will Stuart here. It's been a fantastic 3 days of action. This is our 4th day now. We got mixed doubles coming your way this evening. And some more action tomorrow as well, so including women's doubles and mixed triples. So, actually women's and men's pro doubles we want to specify. And then the mixed triples events as well. So some good darts there from Ricky. He's able to capitalize on a 5 mark on the 16s. Gets him out in front. Glenn, of course, quality shot. Him and Ricky did play in the singles final last night. Maybe a couple nights ago. It all starts to blend into one once you get this far into a tournament. They are, of course, from the Virginia area. Some people will have me. They're Virginia Beach, but Virginia area. Whoop-de-doo. It's okay. And, of course, Jon and Ethan currently reside in the Texas area. That's a great 7 mark from Ricky. And Jon's been in the game for quite some time now. Recently lost a lot of weight. I think 50 pounds plus, which is, he's looking fantastic. He does. You have to kind of maneuver around that one, get your game where it should be, where it used to be. Balance can be an issue there, but he's done well. He's playing well. Ethan, this young man, 18 years young, maybe 19 now. I think it's 18. What a player. Really going to develop into quite the quality shot, I believe. We will see in years to come if he can do that one. Big 7 mark for Ricky. Only 2 for Jon, so really Glenn could take the opportunity to try to take out these numbers, but he's going to make the smart move of pointing first, He'll go back now. 4 marks on the 15s. That is a smart strategic maneuver, as he does kind of pad some points just in case. But Ethan's sitting just outside that triple bed. Has to find it, does find it, it looks like, 4 mark. Would have loved a 7 there. Josh Stewart, hello, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us here. Just 2 scored for Ricky, so possible door opener here for Jon Foreman to try to get rid of those numbers. Massive triple. Go over to the 15s, try to close. He does. Back to points. Great stuff, and we hear a nice dart in the background. That will gather the lead, close those 15s. Good stuff. I like the team work here from John and Ethan. Really, really neat to see. I don't think Ethan has been in the States for too long. First time I saw him was in Lawton. Oh, probably 3-4 months ago. Probably not even that. I think it was April. Yeah, 3-4 months ago. That's the first time I seen him in action. Since has been around, kind of getting to tournaments, playing his best efforts. John just needing the 1 here. Going to work his way around that, or at least try to. And he hits the heart of the bullseye there, as it's a 1-0 scoreline now to Ethan and John, your king seat holders. Will start us off with a nice trip 20. Tries to go downstairs. He felt like he was a little bit blocked, so I don't mind that move there. Back and forth we go. No need to. How about that? Big shots from Ricky. Just 2 19s. Robert says, morning, watching from Brisbane, Australia. Play well. Thanks for tuning in, Robert. We appreciate it. Our international audience definitely has grown here on USA Darts. Ethan coming up with nothing there. That is unfortunate. Look at those averages right next to our scoreline here. That match before was a 3-5 and a 3-7. Impressive stuff. And you can see Ricky and Glenn continuing to throw well with a 4.0 in this one. Jon and Ethan just haven't quite found it yet in this leg. I feel like Foreman's going to have to hit at least 6 on the 16s here to really kind of sway things in his favor, and he's only able to capitalize on 3, so 48 on the board is not enough to gain that lead. Glenn and Ricky going to just quick attack this one, get rid of it, good shots, go to the points, big hit on the triple. Ethan really gives it a go there on the back end of his throw. He gives it a real push, real solid follow through from Ethan. Gives it some momentum. There's no doubt about that. There we go. Ricky kind of doing what he needs to do here. 101 point advantage. Captures everything but 2 bulls. And you can see that average really holding true to the one before. 3.6, 3.5 is their match average here. Just taking a gander at our soft tip board. Nothing over there, so we can enjoy this final here in open steel tip. There it is. They will go ahead and clean it up. 1-1 score line here. Good start for Ethan. 6 mark on the 20s. Jon, just even 3 singles is okay here. Does gather the double at the last, but it does just count as a close, so only 3 marks, but still handy. Just go ahead and get rid of that number. Ricky trying to lay another one in that triple bed, just 4. Progression, but Ethan can just kind of chop at the tree here. Single, single, single is fine. Of course, you want to go a little bit more than that. He just elects to hit the one single and go back to the points. There's nothing wrong with that. Bobby Buster saying, come on, Jim Spears, bring it home for San Antonio. Yeah, we're kind of getting to that nitty-gritty point in the open soft tip bracket. I noticed that. Where we're exactly at on that, I need to take a peek and see. But I know we've crowned a king seat holder. So we should potentially have that finals coming up here in the near future. We've already had the women's open soft tip final. That was won by Rhonda Kolas and Ashley Lane. And the women's steel tip side, which was Maria Carley and Trish Gretzik. This is your men's final here. And we'll try to get the women's final at least. And then the neutralizer is just a little bit further back. We'll see if we can get that final as well, or may grab a bite and whatnot. But what a match we have here so far in this one. I mean, for doubles, this is definitely deserving of a final here if we got the 3-4 and 3-3 match averages. John shakes that one off. Does collect a triple with the last to pad some more points, but is it going to be enough? We'll see. Ricky was all over that triple earlier. Can he gather one? No, just two on the board. Smart strategic darts there. Ethan takes care of those 18s, goes back to the 20s. But Glenn is just a triple away from taking a look, and now only two to close. So up to you, John. Do you close? Do you go ahead and hit some points? He's going to try to go for the close here first. And he does. Successful dart. Back up to points. Great stuff. Great shots there as Foreman goes ahead and cleans it up. A 2-1 scoreline now. Go ahead and take care of that one. Look at that. 3.8 combined average in that one. Ethan takes a big deep breath before he throws his dart here. He's got position to put this in the bowl, and he does. John and Ethan will have the advantage with the throw. Only 3 from Ethan, so. Those 2 darts are difficult, and he's not able to find the triple with his next, so falls right underneath just a single 20. Ricky can take the look here with the triple. And he's just going to, yeah, gung-ho on the 19s. Don't blame him there. Really hard to make that switch and try to take out that 20 target when you don't have a significant lead. And look at Ethan go to work. That would have been a fantastic 9. Instead, it's a handy 7. Foreman will take that look all day, and he's just outside. Ethan trying to early snag that 19, and that's all he does. I don't know if I really like the hold true on there, because now Glenn's just going to take his chances at the 20s, and he does close the 18s with his last. So now you're kind of back against the wall a little bit, but I mean, to each their own. Maybe he felt cornered there. Jon taking care of business, though. Four to regain. Ricky, though, just one away. He will have the lead now. Everything else is just bonus. Ricky's struggling just a hair. He's just not finding the consistency he would like. He's kind of a little bit more sporadic. Big shot, 4 mark from Richard. But the timing from Jon, I'm pretty impressed with the way he's able to handle his business so far. Just 2 there, but most of those first darts have been pretty consecutive on the triple bed for him. There's Ricky. Good 5. We're just back and forth on the lead right now. Glenn's going to take his chances. Yeah, 1-2. He's staying. He's staying, ladies and gentlemen. Just said, I'm going to go ahead and stay, try to get rid of this. Now, does this give Foreman a shot? Because if he hits the triple, that's a good marker for Foreman. Oh. That first start, I would take that all day long where that one's set, especially with his flight path. You got to love that marker dart being there. Six on the 18s. Things are getting interesting here now because Ricky and Glenn have put themselves in position to make this a 2-2 match. force that last leg decider here. We are headed to that last leg decider, folks. As you can see, going to pull it there. I think Derek stepped in to give us a little scorer action. As Glenn says, pull it, pull it. He wanted it again. Five mark there for Foreman as he took the look down after a quality start from Ethan. Foreman going to work on the 18s. It's a 5 mark there for him after a 6 mark from Glenn. Really anybody's match. I mean, they are bringing it here in this one. 5.0 for Glenn and Ricky. 4.3 for Ethan and Jon. Just hope to maintain your throw here. Outside of the trip 18, a great 4, but he would have loved a 7. Because a 2-point advantage just isn't going to do here. Glenn just hitting 3, so really kind of a moment here potentially. If Jon can hit a big triple, he can take a look. Don't know if we'll see that look now. We will not see that look. He's going to have to stay there. He does capitalize at the last dart. 5 mark there on the 18s. Back and forth continues. Oh, the chess match that is cricket. Isn't it lovely? We're seeing some gold in this match. There's no denying that one. You can see those match averages of a 3.5 and a 3.4. I mean, and you can see the ones above that are the current leg averages. Great final. Just the one mark. Ethan has got to be eyeballing this as an opportunity. He's right in the corner. Yeah, now you got to stay there. Unfortunately, it's not an opportunity when you only are able to hit 3. Glen's going to take this shot here. Get rid of those 18s. Back to the 19s for points. Unsuccessful, but still closing out those 18s, forcing Jon to the 17s. Oh. Oh. Thank you. That could have been a big moment in this match as Jon went ahead and went for the 19s to try to close those out, and he was unsuccessful, only coming up with 1. Ethan making the good move here. Look at this from Ethan. Recovery. Jon, you better give him the biggest high five I've ever seen in my life. He gives him some big knuckles knowing that his teammate just saved his behind. Let's be honest. I mean, it's already a gutsy call. I mean, it's a very close-knit match. I don't blame him for trying to go for that out there, but now he's got the advantage again. 16s or 15s for Jon. 15s it is, right in there. 16s, great dart. That's quite all right. They are now put themselves in the spot to take the win here. 3-2 in this match. Really a great back-and-forth battle. Ethan will close out the 16s there, needing 3 bulls for the match. And he's going to take his look. Single, that is quite all right. Especially the way his darts go in. I don't blame him for going at that. I mean, that could have been a marker dart for him. For me, it would have been in the way, no doubt about it. I more have that upward angle. Glen's only option, though, is the bulls. He only comes up with 2. So for the title, Jon Foreman needing 1 bull. And he collects. Jon Foreman and Ethan Verya are your champions here in open steel tip doubles cricket. Congrats to them. What a fantastic match. You can see 3-4. 3-4 is our averages there between both these guys. And Ethan gives a big hug of approval. Jon as well. Good match, fellas.